as a Scot, would you say that there is a particular style or trait of music, not Scottish music per se, that is exhibited over in the West Coast and in that part of the world? Can you say that there's something idiosyncratic about that? And does that speak to you at all as a musician, or is it something that you steer clear of?
No, I don't steer clear of at all. No, I completely. Without sounding too technical here, well, I'm going to. I love things that just use the pentatonic scale. So, for those of you who don't know, that's 5-note scale. Bagpipes are based on the pentatonic scale. A lot of what traditional Irish music is, Chinese music. And I love that limitation, you know. So I like that. So a lot of the tunes that only got those 5 notes can be epic and moving, and you just think, how can you? And I've attempted that myself. We did. Jimmy and I did a song called America No More, which is a kind of a play on the Loch Harbour No More. I don't know if you know the painting Loch Harbour. It's like Loch Harbour in Skye, and it's a boat leaving obviously to do with the clearances.
Sure, across America.
And this was a play in my head, a play on that, America No More. So I wrote a tune for the bagpipes, just on that fight, and it's the only time I've ever actually attempted to keep to that discipline. And the other thing that I really, really like and really affects me is the way the psalms are sung in the wee freeze. Because that's not Jura, that's on the Western Isles. But that has a huge pull for me, and has a direct influence in what I'm doing with the 17. So that has an ongoing influence. And I don't really talk about that, and that's not really to do with Jura, but that's
for myself as a musician, that's pretty interesting to hear that.
I mean, if I play somebody a recording, from the Isle of Lewis, from a wee free church, says, where in the world do you think this is coming from? They can never guess it's actually from the British Isles. It just sounds so otherworldly.
Have you any thoughts? I mean, obviously I've explained to you that the subsidies have been pulled from this ferry between the mainland and Jura. Obviously Jura being such a remote place, it's quite a vital link for the islanders, and it must have taken you at the time to and fro to get across there. So I doubt that Isla Airport was open then, so did you come via ferry and then through Isla?
No, I have both driven to Isla and then got the ferry across, and got the plane into Isla Airport. But I've never got a ferry directly from the mainland to Jura.
That's right, it's quite a recent thing with the subsidies, as I say, being pulled.
So I wasn't aware of that. I mean, I was aware, and maybe this isn't what you're dealing with, kids in the island not wanting to go to school, or kids on Jura not wanting to go to school or secondary school on Isla. They would rather go all the way to Oban and have to board because of inter-island whatever, you know. And I used to think that's really sad. I mean, that's not really to do with what you're talking about.
Still an interesting factor, part of island life.
And it's been a long time since I've been there. I mean, I do not no idea what the economic future for an island like that is, other than obviously forestry, the distillery, tourism, and some sheep.
Well, listen, Bill, let's say thanks very much for giving us your time. And, thanks for talking to us.
Thanks.